So last week, I told you that the elephant training was about to begin here in Surin, but it hasn't happened. It took a long time, but I'm happy to say that the training wall is finally finished. They took some extra time to build a really strong structure, and this is so they can continue to use it after I go. So I am very pleased with how it has turned out. I've been using my free time here to observe what life is like here in Kung Chai Thong, this village in Surin. Because in order to make progressive change, we need to understand how life is for the elephants and the mahouts right now. If you're new here, I'm Chrissy, and I run Elevation, a nonprofit that supports positive reinforcement training for captive elephants in Asia. Last week, I shared some of what we accomplished at Pake Tiger Reserve in India. This week, we're in a very different place, one with a deep, rich history. Surin is often called the land of elephants. It's home to the Gui, an ethnic group with generations of experience capturing, training, and living alongside elephants. For centuries, elephants here were used in everything from logging to royal ceremonies to war. Families raise them as part of the household, and whole communities revolve around their care. But today, things have changed. In 1989, Thailand banned logging to protect its forests. Many working elephants and their mahouts were suddenly unemployed. And that's when we began to see elephants on the streets begging or performing in shows. It was hard and dangerous and heartbreaking. In response to public welfare concerns, the government began offering stipends to elephant owners and created these elephant villages where mahouts and their elephants could live together, and they were given land to grow elephant food. So it's been a good start, but it's not a full solution. Most families still need tourism to make ends meet. And so this means that some elephants are still doing rides and shows and ceremonies. Today, change is happening, slowly, but it is happening. This project is a collaboration between 3 organizations. Save Elephant Foundation, based here in Thailand, and another one called Gentle Giants, which is based out of the U.S., and of course, Elevation, my organization, and I'm also based out of the U.S. So Save Elephant Foundation and Gentle Giants have been working together for years, and their primary goal is getting these elephants as much opportunity as possible to get off their chains and live a normal elephant life. So they provide financial support to elephant owners, but there are conditions to this support. The owners cannot rent their elephants out to riding camps. They can't breed their elephants, and they are required to take their elephants off the chains for a certain amount of time each day. So right now, there are 11 elephants participating in the program, and Elevation was invited to support this effort with positive reinforcement training, especially for the elephants with medical issues, but also to help build trust between the mahouts and their elephants without relying on force. So I'm based in a village called Kung Chai Thong, about 20 minutes from the more well-known village of Klong. Here, elephants live right outside people's homes. And elephant imagery is everywhere, in their murals, statues, in all of their structures. And this isn't just about money. Elephants are a part of the daily life and culture and their identity. So for the past few weeks, I have had lots of opportunity to observe kind of what life is like here. I've seen good and some not so good. Let's talk about the good things first. So I can say that the elephants' basic physical needs are being met. To start, they have good shelters. They're big and shaded and clean. And this isn't a guarantee. it's not always the case. The elephants are also well fed. The base of their diet is made up of these pineapple tops that are purchased from nearby pineapple plantations. And then their diets are supplemented by food that the owners grow and collect for their elephants. So there are these plots of lands with grass and sugarcane growing, and the owners they'll find every last scrap of land and plant food for their elephants on it. And efforts are made to offer exercise and enrichment to the elephants. The owners will take their elephants off the chain and bring them to rivers or fields when possible and allow them to express some natural behavior, to graze or socialize and just enjoy being elephants. Some elephants have really strong bonds with their mahouts. In this video, the elephants are playing and some dogs ran by and it scared them. So Chai Thong, this little one here, is 4 years old and she was kind of scared and she would go to her mother for comfort, but she also went to her mahout for comfort. So this tells me a lot. This tells me that Chai Thong sees her owner as more than just someone to be listened to and feared. She sees him as a source of safety and comfort. But of course, it's not all good, and we do need to talk about that too. The biggest issue that I have observed is that the elephants are spending long hours on the chains. As you can see here, these elephants are exhibiting stereotypic behaviors, and these are those chronic rocking and swaying motions that develop as a result of chronic stress. Most people don't realize how damaging and stressful boredom can be, especially for animals as intelligent and as social as elephants. So the mahouts try to give their elephants exercise, but there are limits. Space is tight. The village is surrounded by farmland. So the mahouts do need some level of control at all times. In this video here, the mahouts are walking with their elephants through the village, and you can see that there's lots of trouble that the elephant can get into. There are houses and there's farmland everywhere. There are dogs. There are people going by on their motorbikes. So the elephants do need to be under a certain amount of control at all times. In this next video, one of the women at the houses had some extra fruit, so she gave those to the elephants there. So the elephants did get to stop on their walk and have a little snack, and the mahouts did allow them to do that. And this brings me to my next point. So even though the elephants are eating, most of them are overweight. So there is a body condition score that we use to kind of assess the elephant's health, and it's from 1 to 10, with 5 being kind of the healthy ideal. So anything below a 5 is considered on the thin side, and anything above a 5 is considered on the heavy side. So most of the elephants here are above a 5, and some, like young Chai Thong here, they are already at a 10. So it's not about feeding them less. It's going to be about feeding them better and getting them the exercise that they need, getting them moving in a way that fits their bodies and their minds. So again, why haven't we started the training yet? And it's because first we had to build this wall. So again, this is a structure that's going to allow us to train safely and ethically and without the use of fear or force. And it's where the elephants will learn to participate in their own care. So we're going to focus a lot on foot trims, but we'll also be looking at blood draws and injections and things like that. So next week, we're going to be introducing them to this space, and that's where the real work begins. And we've got a lot of work ahead, but I do believe in this project and I believe in this village, and I believe that we can make a lot of positive changes here, not from yelling or blaming, but from listening and learning and building trust with the elephants, with the mahouts, and with each other. Next week, you'll get to meet the elephants we'll be working with, and I can't wait to introduce you. So, if this is something that interests you, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in supporting this work, there are links in the description below. And don't hesitate to ask questions if you have them in the comment section there. Thanks again so much for hanging out with me, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.